3 things that I would stop using immediately if my skin is showing any signs of irritation. Like this one and this one. You can see the redness right now, but there's definitely some redness going on. Coming from someone that's been struggling with acne for a very, very long time and still does, even though I am 29 years old. So it might never end, who knows? But I'm just, you know, trying to accept the fact and just pay attention to my skin and what it needs and how to treat it in the best possible way. So first thing, I would immediately cut off if I see any signs of irritation would be any type of actives. What actives do I use? Most of the time I use benzoyl peroxide and I use tretinoin. So those two would take a step back for a while. Well, at least until I see a improvement in my skin, and that my skin is calming down, and you know, overall it's you know, in a much better condition. But those are the 2 things that I would immediately stop using. I don't use any AHAs and BHAs because I find them that they're not very helpful for my skin. They don't really do anything but to irritate my skin. The second thing would be that I don't use any hyaluronic acid. For some reason, hyaluronic acid, sometimes it gives me that boost of hydration, but a lot of times it just makes things worse. If my skin is already showing signs of irritation, hyaluronic acid, it will just make things worse. And the third thing would definitely be the morning cleanse, because I find that further irritates my skin if it's already been irritated. So those are the 3 things that I would immediately stop doing until I see that my skin starts to feel better, starts to feel calmer. It's not as red. The active breakouts are starting to heal. And then I would slowly go back to my actives. But follow me if you want to learn some more skincare tips.